surely this is a game for him today that he's going to eventually get himself on the score sheet, or is he?
5 months, 24 games, 24 and a half hours of football since last he scored. Ryan Bertrand. Leicester are 12th in the Championship, 8 points off the playoffs. Chelsea 5th in the Premier League, and Torres is scythed down by Richie Wellens.
Well, his midfield partner Dans has a little nibble at him as well before Wellens comes over and really dives into a bit of a rash challenge. He did well there, Torres.
Sturridge releasing Torres. Here's Mata. Only a corner.
On his right peg, it was a decent spot from Torres. Wasn't the greatest of balls into Mata in the end. It was well defended, but you mentioned the two up.
Raul Meireles with this. There's Torres.
It should have been a foul anyway. There's a little nudge here from Torres, just there. That has to be a free kick in anybody's book. I think it was on Konchesky. His Twitter account.
You are obsessed with Twitter, aren't you? Torres. Sturridge. Torres. A corner. And Muamba's former teammate with a clear message. And then they won at Norwich in the last round. Torres. And long gone is the stumbling, hesitant Chelsea of AVB.
Yeah, great play from Torres. You've got to feel for Leicester a bit because they've come to Stamford Bridge here today to play. There's no doubt about that, and some of their football's been excellent, but in the blink of an eye, they're 2 down. Great ball from Torres, right on a plate, and when you want Kalou to be composed, he is. He doesn't try and rush it, just takes his time, regains his balance, sets himself, and he tries to make himself big, Kasper Schmeichel, but it's a great finish.
Torres has played a part in setting up both goals, winning the corner for the first, and then the incisive pass for Kalou's second. Torres judged offside. Basingwa. Mata. Torres! Still no.
Super touch again from Juan Mata, dropping it. St Ledger ducks, he thinks it's gone out. And then just pops it up for Fernando Torres, straight in the middle. Go on, son, get yourself a goal, break that duck. Don't head it straight at the goalkeeper. Oh, no. Another one goes a-begging.
Torres will try one! And an alert Schmeichel pushes it to one side.
Worked it really well for himself there, Fernando Torres. He's had a great 23 minutes, there's no doubt about that. Gets his chance today with Drogba rested. Good save from Kasper Schmeichel, one you'd expect him to make though.
Sol Bamba, very nearly allowed Mata to have it. Torres, his every move applauded by the Chelsea masses. Sturridge, he rescued himself. Sturridge. There's Konchesky. Mata. Torres.
But for Manchester City, they're going to be 4 points behind going into that game.
Wes Morgan urging St Ledger to get back and face Torres, but he's unopposed. It's cut out by Wellens. Could just happen today. The mood he appears to be in. Konchesky. Gallagher headed it against Torres. And it's Torres who leads the charge out now. Basingwa on the outside. St. Ledger.
Will he get a goal in the second half? Will Torres get a goal today? We'll see. Yeah.
Presumably with Wednesday's trip to Manchester City very much in mind. In fact, you could virtually select the side for the Etihad on Wednesday based on the players that haven't started here today. Here's Torres. Torres. Taking on Konchesky. Meirelles and offside given against Torres. Malouda. Torres. This is Sturridge.
Not a pretty sight, I'm sure. Are you a fan?
Well, listen, he carries the nation's hopes now, so one has to be. Torres. Torres, and there's no flag. Well, he chose to pass, have the best of angles himself.
He actually bent his run quite well here, kept himself onside just. I think Konchesky was playing him on, and everything he's tried to do today and everything he's produced, Torres has generally had a really good quality about it, but unfortunately there, on that occasion, that was a pretty poor pass.
And up from left back is Ryan Bertrand. Torres! Is that the moment?
Again, he walked the space quite well for himself. He could have taken it first time, actually, when it dropped. He might have just taken it on the volley, and maybe a year or two ago he would have done, just here, just to smash that. But such is the fragile nature of his confidence, he's got to really tee it up for himself.
Torres. Meirelles. Block was by Sol Bamba. Draw is at 6 o'clock. And there was Torres. And the attentions of West Morgan were enough to put him off. Torres. Malouda. Sturridge. Swept away Napoli in the Champions League. Meirelles was suspended then. Here's Torres! Yes! You can remove the shackles after 5 months and nearly 26 hours of football. He's a free man again.
Well, what a broad grin he's got on his face, and the irony is, John, he bundles this into the net, but he doesn't care if it goes off his backside, his knee, his nose, anything. And he knows it. What a weight off his shoulders, and probably the final nail in the coffin of Leicester today. Great ball from Sturridge to Meirelles. Nice little pass in. Again, you wondered if he'd taken the touch. Is that going to invite the challenge? And luckily for him, it didn't. And after, what, 24 games, he finally sort of scrubs and bundles one into the back of the net. But it doesn't matter. He's been excellent today. He's worked his socks off. He's created. His movement's been good.
1,541 minutes. That's his magic number. Sturridge. Torres! That would have summed it up, wouldn't it?
Well, it's the old London bus scenario, isn't it? I mean, nothing ever comes, and then a couple come at the one time. You get the feeling, as the crowd chant his name, that there's maybe one or two more from him in this game. More than decent effort here.
So poor has his form been that for the first time he's been dropped by Spain recently. So he needs something to remind Del Bosque. Getting his name on a score sheet can only help. Here is Torres. Hungry for more. Sturridge! His last goals were against Genk on the 19th of October. Sturridge. Fernando Torres. Essien. Here's Bertrand. Torres.
So he has been. That's what you're saying. Because if they've gone out, they've lost, haven't they?
It's not proper football, though, is it? Torres. Essien. Still a chance to vote for your Budweiser Man of the Match. ESPN.co.uk/fans. 2 defeats in their last 38. And 1 setback in their last 32 home games. Torres. Malouda. Torres. That was Torres' special moments. Threatened it for much of the afternoon. It's rather piratical today, Morelos. Torres! Definitely his day! After the drought comes the predictable flood.
Well, I did say to you earlier, it is the London bus scenario. You can never get any, you never get one, and then a couple come at the same time. It's a super header, and a great ball line. He just gets across that near post. I mean, it's slack from Leicester, but they put an awful lot into the game, and they gave themselves half a chance, or a slim chance of getting back in with that goal from Beckford, but not this time. And we're hearing he was 16-1 for a hat-trick. Only a fool would have put money on that. Have you put any on, John?
Torres. May feel like being selfish. In the end, it's Sturridge. Well, you won't be surprised to learn that Fernando Torres is the Budweiser Man of the Match. He goes home with a bottle of Bud.
I tell you, they've given themselves at times a right chance, but I can't help with the first and the fourth goal, they've shot themselves in the foot.
Torres. It's 5-2. Chelsea are strolling into the last 4. And Fernando Torres, in setting that one up, has rediscovered his true self.
Well, it's been an end-to-end game, hasn't it? Credit both sides. But Torres has been excellent today. Back in the side, Drogba rested. He needed something to give him the confidence. He needed a boost. But from the first minute, John, he's been super. His movement, his work rate, the quality in his passing for 99% has been super. He's unselfish as well, isn't he? You know, he can easily think, I'm going to go and try and get my hat-trick there. But no, he sees Morelos and he says, he just puts it on the plate for him. It's been a first-class performance from the Spanish striker.
There's only one thing missing for Chelsea. And that will be a hat-trick for this man, Torres.
And I think they've shown they're a very good championship side, and we'll see how we go from there. But yeah, Chelsea have been very professional today, and it's nice to see somebody who's struggled for as long as he has, because we don't like to see players struggle. It's nice to see Torres getting back and having a super game.
Here is Torres, urged to shoot, but the ball was whipped off his toe. Chelsea reconstituted, Torres rejuvenated, and Chelsea are through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup for the 5th time in the last 7 seasons, and their striker is firing again. Blue is the colour, rings out around Stamford Bridge. And on a day when a dark cloud has hung over English football, a shaft of sunlight with the performance of both these teams. Great credit to Leicester City as well. In the role of Red Adair, Roberto Di Matteo is doing pretty nicely, thank you. His record, played for, won for. Chelsea march on 3 fronts.